We have new details tonight about the murder of Young Dolph. The rapper was gunned down nearly a year ago when he was brutally shot at Makita's Cookies in Memphis. And tonight, we're digging deeper into the third arrest connected to his death. Now, we broke news about the arrest of Hernandez Govan last night as breaking news during Fox 13 News at 6.
We do have live team coverage for you tonight. We are digging into the criminal history of this latest suspect. We're going to begin tonight with Fox 13's Jeremy Pierre with why prosecutors believe that Govan wanted Dolph dead.
Hernandez Govan, he is charged with first-degree murder, criminal attempted first-degree murder, and conspiracy to commit first-degree murder charges. Now, the big thing here is that conspiracy charge. Last night, District Attorney Steve Morroy confirmed his team believes Govan asked for Dolph to be killed. According to the documents I got my hands on, these charges go back earlier than Dolph's death. We're talking about several months before the rapper's death, June to be specific. During that time, investigators believe suspects in custody came together and developed a plan to murder Young Dolph. That murder happened November 17th of last year. Two other men, Justin Johnson, also known as Straight Drop, and Cornelius Smith, have been in jail for months charged with the murder. According to online court documents, Govan's last known address is in the 1100 block of Bradley in Orange Mound. That sounds familiar? Let me tell you why. That's the same block where police found the white Mercedes-Benz they say the gunmen who killed Young Dolph were driving. Now, my sources say Govan should be in court sometime early next week. They also told me there could be more arrests in this case. Reporting here in the studio, Jeremy Pierre, Fox 13 News.
Now, Fox 13 broke the news of this new arrest last night. We have continued to dig for new information ever since. Fox 13's Dominique Dillon continues our team coverage with what she has uncovered about Govan's criminal past. Dominique.
Yeah, Hernandez Govan has a lengthy criminal record dating back to the early 90s. Records show January 1990, Govan was charged with possessing a controlled substance with the intent to manufacture, deliver, or sell, which is a Class E felony. Then again, May 2000, he was charged once again with possessing a controlled substance with the intent to manufacture, deliver, or sell. Records show he pled guilty to this charge and he was sentenced to 2 years behind bars. Then, fast forward to August 2003, he was charged with being a convicted felon in possession of a handgun. Records show he pled not guilty, and Fox 13 is working to learn more on if he was sentenced in this case. November 2003, records show once again Govan was charged with possession of a controlled substance and pled guilty. And in April 2008, pled guilty to aggravated assault. Govan was then sentenced to 3 years behind bars, and then he was charged with aggravated assault. We're told this happened last May, and he's accused of beating up his former partner. But coming up at 6 o'clock, we continue to look into just who this man is and his connection to a rapper who was killed in Houston earlier this year. Back to you.
That is Fox 13's Dominique Dillon reporting. Thank you, Dominique.